There are two ways that we can get energy from the sun. The first one is to generate electricity using a photovoltaic cell. So the energy from the sun hits the cells and releases electrons. So you get an electric current. The second way is to use the infrared, the heat, to heat water, for example. For a photovoltaic cell, the energy change is very straightforward. You have radiated solar energy, which becomes electrical energy. The process is called the photoelectric effect, which we will be covering in the higher level syllabus. This is a solar heater. The infrared from the heat is directly absorbed by black painted copper pipes. Now you know a little bit more about this, you can understand why we paint them black. Black enables us to get maximum absorption. The heat will raise the temperature of some water, which is then pumped through to a heat exchanger, which will enable that heat to be transferred to a hot water system. The energy flow diagram, again, very simple. You have radiated solar energy, light energy, transferred to the internal energy of the water. Remember, heat energy is not an appropriate term anymore. You use the internal energy. Now we've covered this already, but the intensity, and this is a very popular question, the intensity of the radiation, remember intensity is the power per square meter, depends on the weather, the climate, the geographical latitude, that means how close to the equator you are, the time of day, and the angle of the surface to the horizontal at that location. The advantages are, as with all renewables, it's renewable, it's a free source of energy, although avoid using money as a good justification. I've noticed that from the mark scheme, it doesn't seem to be a relevant one to the IB. It's pollution free. Low maintenance costs, that's a nice one. Disadvantage, you have a variation of output dependent on the day. Photovoltaic cells and solar panels are expensive, but again, try to avoid that. It is an appropriate one and it's in an IB book, but I can't seem to find reference to cost in the syllabus. Photovoltaic cells have some pollution issues during construction and end-of-use recycling. And that's, basically any manufacturing process, as you're building cells, whatever, they tend to have some kind of a pollution-associated process, if it's plastic, moulding, etc. Low energy density, right, this is a good one. I would stick with this one. Low energy density, you need a large area for photovoltaic power stations. And these areas are usually huge, so that would be like the main disadvantage, as well as the variation of output. Stick to those two.